welcome to Tactics Ogre Reborn. So I am playing this on Nintendo Switch. I'm going to be using the Pro controller for this one. It's been recently revealed that you can actually use mouse and keyboard on the Switch version of all things, so really weird update. Anyway, this is going to be the first Tactics Ogre I've been able to play.
The Valerian Isles, jewels of the Ibero Sea. Long a center of naval commerce, the people here have struggled throughout history for dominion over these shores. Finally, there rose a man to put an end to this conflict, Ogre. History would know him as the Dynast King. Ogre took the disparate races of men calling the islands home and united them as one. He encouraged marriage between clans, forging bonds to strengthen his newborn kingdom. For fully half a century, the Dynast King reigned, and Valeria knew prosperity. But the embers of discord smoldered. Upon the death of the king, Abuna Branton Morn incited the ruling Buckram to declare the independence of their royal city of Hyme. Yet the schemings of the Abuna had only just begun. Backed by the Holy Lodician Empire to the north, Branton created the Buckram Valerian Kingdom, naming himself as regent. He would have seen his rule span the Isles were it not for Lancelot Tartaros, High Champion of the Dark Knights of Lodis. Lancelot warned against such reckless expansion, and reluctantly, Branton reined in his troops. This left two clans to vie for supremacy in the south, the Galgastani and the Wallister. 7 men in 10 were Galgastani, and on order of Hierophant Leandor Balbatos, the Galgastani declared blood war against the weaker Wallister in a move to claim the south as their own. Valeria watched as the wholesale slaughter of the Wallister race began. Duke Judah Ronway led the Wallister in resistance. They were far outmatched. In the span of half a year, they had been brought to their knees. Balbatos proclaimed the kingdom of Galgastan, and with it an official end to the blood war. But these things would bring no end to Wallister suffering. A piecemeal resistance continued, yet with their duke in chains, efforts flagged. The remaining Wallister were confined to a small province allotted them by Balbatos and the Galgastani. There, the survivors resigned themselves to eke out such life as they could. Victory begets peace, and for once, the battlefields of Valeria stood silent. Yet none believed the calm would last.
So yeah, that is your summary of what's going to be going on here. Anyway, this is the first Tactics Ogre game I've played. I picked up I think Ogre Battle 64 on the Wii U, but I haven't had the chance to play it yet. I think that's part of the series and it was just rebranded Tactics Ogre, but I'm not too familiar. As things stand, this will most likely be the final strategy game of the year because there's been a ton of these in 2022. There's still potentially one on the horizon, but I don't think it's going to materialize in time. So that one will probably fall in 2023, and hopefully we can have a normal year next year.
Tactics Ogre.
It is an age of war, and the wheel begins to turn. Chosen child. When were you born? Like in Final Fantasy Tactics, I usually just push A right now, but, So we have God Scale, Earth Scale, Water Scale, Shadow Scale, White Scale, Wind Scale, Gold Scale, Storm Scale, Sea Scale, Black Scale, Twin Scale, and Fire Scale. Out of curiosity, what the heck? So we'll just go ahead and put in the 17th. In case you're wondering, no, that is not my birthday. Hierophant, order is a golden shackle. Of the many evils men do, which is the most damning? So sadly, the sacrificing others is usually a pretty important part of a strategy game. Stealing others, we're going to be doing a lot of that if there's a thief character. Deceiving others, these usually go like hand in hand. We'll go with sacrificing. Look to the man in the mirror. What do you seek in a lover? Wisdom, ability, wealth and power, youth and beauty. Can we choose none of the above? I'm pushing up and down to see if anything changes, but sadly, no. So, I don't know. So we have wisdom, power, but no courage. Feels a little, ripped off, you know? We'll go with wisdom and ability, at least they can dig holes, I hope. The Emperor, heavy rests the crown. The people your kingdom rise against you, what action do you take? The middle one's the fun one. But we'll do live and let live. Justice. Truth is an exacting ally. How would you bring together two desperate clans? This is so tempting. But the truth is, we will teach them to believe in me as I believe in myself. And finally, I hope, the devil. All must bear indignity. The devil will grant you any wish for a price. What are you willing to endure? I actually wouldn't mind being left the hell alone for once. Whose blessing do you seek? Okay, here we go. I actually had to push a button there. I was pushing the D-pad thinking like is something supposed to happen, but nothing did. So I think the X is supposed to be a Z sound here, so Zashanel, goddess of fire. Leonoram, goddess of ice. Hanella, goddess of air. Vasa, goddess of earth. Nestharat, goddess of lightning. And finally, Gruza, goddess of water. Sadly, there's no light here. Closest would probably be like fire or maybe air. I don't know what the significance of this choice is, so this is something we're going to be doing somewhat randomly. So real quick, look in the background. I don't know if that's supposed to be like a fiery snake type thing, or if her shoulders are supposed to be wings. Just pointing out the chick has 4 arms in case you didn't notice. I should mention 4 arms that we can see. For all we know, she has 2 more behind her back. Furry option? So with these two, I was thinking like they had an animal familiar, but apparently only these two do. Let's go with Gruza. Which path will you walk? The curtain rises. So depending on what this does, we already have a crapload of replayability out the gate. Ogre Battle Saga Episode 7. I don't know what number the 64 game is. Let us cling together. I think that was the subtitle of this before the whole Reborn thing. I want to say this was on PSP or something originally, but I don't remember what the original system was. If it was on Vita, I could pick it up there, but we've got it here now. This is supposed to have a lot of improvements. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really recognize any of the voices here. I don't really follow voice actors. Eastern or Western ones, really. I recognize Stephanie Shea there. I recognize her name. I don't know what she's doing, does, or so on. As much as I hate to say it, like, I really don't care about the anime scene these days. I'm sick and tired of isekai, and I don't even know what you can even consider sword art crap nowadays. Some sort of virtual world nonsense. It's not dot hack. I mean, dot hack was at least tolerable at the very beginning, but I really kind of gave up on it after a while. Chapter 1, there is blood on my hands. How long till it lies on my heart? Depends on what you have to wipe your hands with.
It's as we heard, Denham. Lancelot's returned. Then it's time, right?
Time to end this madness. We can't beat him, you know that.
I really wish there was an auto advance option, especially since he pauses right there so the other thing can load.
What are you saying, Joshua? You'd have us pass up a chance like this?
It's foolishness to think the three of us might defeat the Dark Knights.
They're the ones who have been foolish, and we stand to gain.
Don't tell me you're scared. If you've lost your taste for blood, I'll do this myself.
That's enough, Vice. Let's go.
No, this won't end well. And what do we gain by taking their lives anyway?
Lancelot is captain of the Dark Knights, and they are the source of Barkram power. Kill Lancelot, and you remove one of the pillars supporting them. The Barkram will falter, if only for a moment. Yet that moment will be all the encouragement the Galgastani require. They want Valeria for their own.
The turmoil of the last war has only just settled. And you'd start another?
Are we Wallister so free of turmoil now, Joshua? We are less than vermin in their eyes. Insects to be crushed underfoot.
If war begins anew, we'll die just the same.
Shh, they're here. We'll flank them. Denham, go round behind.
Right.
Vanquish Lancelot. He's only level 3. To battle. So that's telling us that we have 5 enemies, I assume. Once battle begins, units with the lowest recovery time move first. The order in which units move is called the attack turn. You can issue commands such as move and act on a unit's attack turn. To issue a command, place the cursor on the active unit and press A. A list of available commands such as move and act will appear. You cannot issue commands to your units during the attack turn of enemies or other units not under your control. However, you can press X to interrupt, enabling you to examine units and perform similar tasks. Refer to the play guide in the Warren report for more details. This thing didn't have an instruction manual, so I couldn't read it. Reminds me of the Squire class from Final Fantasy Tactics there.
Who goes there?
Friends of the Resistance, and no friends of yours.
The Resistance?
I expected a warmer welcome than this. They're children.
Wait, do you even know who we are?
You're Lancelot, and that makes you my enemy.
Lancelot is my name, true. How is it that you know me?
How could I forget you? The Dark Knights laid torch to this town only a winter past.
The Dark Knights? But we come from the kingdom of New Zenobia to the east.
And Lancelot of the Dark Knights has but one eye. You have 2.
One eye, you say? Would that he lacked my name as well. His reputation, it seems, does me no favors.
No marauding knights us, but mercenaries come looking for work.
I am Lancelot Hamilton, a holy knight of Zenobia.
And I am Canopus, the one they name Windcaller. Our aged companion here is...
The Starseer, Warren Oman, at your service.
A seer with the last name of Omen. Right.
Mirden Warhorn, a knight of Zenobia, as it please you.
Gildus is my name. There now, no need to be frightened.
I wasn't. I don't know what to say.
Forgive us, good knights. But perhaps this meeting might benefit us both. We have need of strength such as yours.
Ah, tell us your tale then. We are strangers in this land, and I would hear more of it.
Vice is my name. It would seem that you are not our enemy.
I am the Sybil Karshua, and this is my brother, Denham.
I'm Denham. Please, forgive our error.
Already forgotten. Though you did give us quite the surprise. Now, do you think we might talk somewhere out of this wretched heat?
We have just the place. It's not much, but it's secret, and it's safe. As it is, we lack swords enough to face the Galgastani. The Bakram share our deficit, a deficit they've remedied by joining forces with Lodis.
So Lodis sent them the Dark Knights Loslorian.
Loslorian is an order under the direct command of High Priest Sardian, ruler of Lodis. They are said to be the greatest of the 16 orders and the High Priest's favorite besides. Yet he uses them not in open battle, but in shadows and secrecy. They are his ears and his dagger. They are as dark as their name.
And these Dark Knights, whatever you call them, are backing the Bakram, eh?
So, why are you come to our isles? Does Zenobia think to claim Valeria as her own? Do Lodis and Zenobia mean to bring their wars to our shores?
Enough, Vice.
Your question deserves an answer. We are Zenobian, after all. Yet we do not serve as knights of Zenobia. We were banished, cast out.
We're outlaws. No place waiting for us back home, eh?
We've come to find work, preferably of the well-paying variety.
I don't trust you, and I don't trust your story. This is our fight.
Vice, please. Lord Knight, you must forgive our passion.
There is nothing to forgive. Tell me, what will you do now?
For one, we have to get Duke Ronway out of Almorica.
Duke Ronway. He is your leader.
Not just us. He leads all the Wollister. The Galgastani hold him captive in their castle. They plan to execute him, if the rumors are to be believed. And we mean to stop them.
A duke? But if his purse matches his title, a little rescue work might be just the thing. How about it, Lancelot?
Look, I'm sorry for not trusting you. It's true that if we're to rescue the Duke, we're going to need help.
Then there's nothing to be gained jabbering on here, eh? To Almorica Castle.
Wait! The castle is well defended. A fight there would mean our deaths. And yours, Lord Knight. And I've seen enough of fighting. Enough of death.
What about you, Denham? Would you have our aid?
Without your help, the Duke is as good as dead.
Ah, then it's settled. We will prepare at once.
So the story might actually diverge this early.
Why do you not heed me, brother? I know how you must feel. But what of my feelings? I don't want to lose you. Our father is dead. A hard truth. But a truth all the same, in all the world. You are the only one, bound to me by blood. I couldn't bear to let you die, Forgive me. I know my words will not sway you. Only promise me. Promise you'll never leave your sister.
What's keeping you? Everyone's ready. You can't coddle him forever. He's no little boy anymore.
Do not speak to me of my brother. He does not share your lust for blood.
I have no love for war, but I'd sooner die on my feet than on my knees.
You would die on the backs of others.
You were the one who brought them in here, Kashua.
Because when I find a tool well suited for a job, I use it. At least one of us has the sense to recognize an opportunity. You should thank me.
Is that how you see people? As tools? I'd have expected more of a Sybil.
I only want to see an end of death.
So these are guest characters. That most likely means they're AI controlled, as in we don't get a say over what they do. To move your party to a town castle, other point of interest on the map, place the cursor on location, press A, party will move. You can place the cursor on the icon representing your party, press A, open the main menu, controls stuff. Select party, manage equipment's classes, or warn report to see information about characters in the story. Use the system menu to save progress, adjust settings, so we're going to be checking that for auto advance. So I just want to drop a save real quick. Okay, it's actually that easy. Oh, up here. I'll hold off on this one for now. But yeah, here's the mouse controls in case you had any doubt. So I just want to make sure that that's did save. Campaign 0 days, we have no war funds. So I believe these are the only items you're allowed to carry into battle. Put one there. For spells, I've got nothing. Skills. What happens if I just put crossbow here? Huh. Like, I don't actually have a crossbow here for him to use or anything. As for finishing move, I've got nothing. So he fights using his bare hands. She uses cudgels. She actually has heal and exorcism. So this works on the undead. Should also point out these are guest characters. If you look over here by counterattack. So he parries, he counters, she does nothing. Level 1, level 1, level 3.
You don't have to worry about me. I can hold my own.
Trust your sister and leave me be.
Something the matter? I rather like things the way they are.
I should also point out, disappointingly, Vice is a warrior. He's not a blue rogue. I know. Heartbreaking. Meditate. So you just gradually restore MP. Okay, so Arcana's magic. Off to Almorca Castle. Strongholds are made up of multiple battlefields, which we fought back to back. You can save your progress beforehand, beginning the next battle. You cannot leave the stronghold until the battles are complete. It's highly recommended to use separate save files within a stronghold. So yeah, I bet a bunch of Final Fantasy Tactics players, wished they had that warning. So what's this union level stuff? Oh, it doesn't even tell you up there. Let's see if we get brutally murdered, shall we?
Are you the rebels what been hiding out in Goliard? Here to save your Duke, is it? There's 2,000 Goth on that one's head, boys. Half the purse to him what brings him down.
So we just need to vanquish that guy.
A narrow stream, scarce 1 pace across. Easily jump this. Watch. But look before, nah. You can only jump to ground of the same height or lower.
One of the winged, like me, moves with no heed of height or terrain. Even so, rushing in alone without someone to watch your back is asking for an early grave.
Always keep a close watch on the action to see who will move next. Avoid unnecessary actions and keep speed on your side. The distance a unit moves and the actions it takes determine how long it must wait to move again. The order in which units act is called the attack turn. Keep a close eye on this. You can sort units by order of attack turn to quickly tell which unit will move next.
When a unit's turn comes round, you can command it to move, act, or use skills. What's more, you can issue these commands in any order you see fit. Think on your choice as well. The command to move can be cancelled at any time. If you find a unit out of range for a planned attack, try moving it to a different location.
Units begin battle with no MP, that being the font of all magical power. Units accumulate MP gradually over time. Powerful magic requires greater amounts of MP, so think ahead before casting a spell.
So I guess we just found this on the ground or something?
Skills are divided into 4 broad categories: action, support, auto, and special. Units learn skills as they gain levels, according to their class. That just now was meditate, an auto skill. Auto skills will sometimes take effect before your turn comes around. Use this to your advantage. A conjurer of magics must do more than learn a spell to wield it in battle. You must assign each spell before you enter the fray. Assign spells to your units from the party screen. Be sure that you don't forget.
You'll need a class mark in order to change a unit's class. Some class marks can be found for sale in shops, but not all are to be had so easily. A unit's level doesn't change when they change classes, so if one class isn't working out, a new line of work may be in order. There's no reason to go making things harder on yourself than they already are.
To use common consumables, such as mend leaf in battle, you'll have to prepare before you're on the field. Up to 4 may be ready. Best choose them with your unit's needs in mind.
Take heed of the enemy's element before striking. There are 8 in all. Air, earth, lightning, water, fire, ice, light, and darkness. Each element has its strength. Air against earth, and so on. It can be enough to give you the edge you need.
Each unit has a level, but so does your party. Your party's level will rise as you lead them to victory in the stages to come. And remember, a unit can't advance beyond the level of the party.
One whisper of Ronway's execution and out you come, bold as you please. A rat can smell a trap, but not all rebels, huh? High time we were rid of your lot.
Support skills are just that, skills that provide some passive benefit to the user. When I move, you'll notice yellow points of light near me on the ground. This is a support skill called Rampart Aura. Any foes entering the range of the aura will be unable to move further until their next turn. Some support skills hinder the enemy's movement, while others might grant enhanced strength. Consider well your class and lay of the battlefield when choosing which to use.
Okay, our turn has rolled around again. I'm actually going to go here.
Trap, and we walked right into it.
Trap or no, we fight or we die. I've never let a Galgastani get the better of me, and I don't mean to start today.
Focus, Vice. Our first duty is to save the Duke.
Don't lecture me on duty. Your only duty is to stay alive.
You should not speak to Denham so. He was only trying to help.
Wait, you're no Wallisters. I know a man from Lodis when I see one.
Are you all right, Denham? You shouldn't let Vice get to you.
I'm fine, sister. Back to the battle.
So I wanted to go in a spot where I could get an item still. And I think this guy is an enemy. I don't recognize his name. He's level 2. So let's chuck a rock at him. Yeah, we got some mead. May my prayers become a beacon, guide to gods to heal your blight. So that's definitely like Final Fantasy Tactics, where they can do the spell stuff. Xena wine, and that actually has some armor for us. Dang it, go for the... So I'm gonna go for this and try to throw another rock. Like, I don't see an EXP gauge anywhere, so I don't even know how you level up as a result. I'd rather just do this and try to build up resources for the early game. Leather armor and more slops. Looks like everything here is fire revert, or maybe that's a debuff from the spell itself, I don't know. Just hoping someone raids him. Come on, raid him, raid him, raid him. No! Remember, it ends when he goes down.
Looks like our luck has turned.
I don't know if I get the loot that's still on the field or not. I doubt it. I assume it's just like Final Fantasy Tactics. Maybe. We got a hammer and a lance, but the lance is a spell. So you get your EXP at the end of the fight. That's okay. They're level capped. Now award individual units, but to the entire party. Each unit should participate in the battle receives a portion of the total EXP. Only units who survive the battle receive EXP.
The way inside is clear. Stay on guard.
Leave the heavy lifting to us, Denham. Cover our flank. That's all we ask.
So before we go any further, we're going to pull up the party screen and see if I got any better equipment. So I lose out on, I think that's like avoidance, evasion type stuff, but I don't really know for sure. Oh, I should also mention the weapons have weight and stuff, so you gotta factor that in. Can't dual wield, sadly. So I'm suspecting maybe it upgrades on its own. I don't really remember what all Denim was using. Actually, there is something we can check. So this is an earth spell, that's why I can't use it. Assume. Magic Leaf is charged 20.
something that...
Oh well, so we can't do anything with them just yet. I'll look at his stuff real quick. This costs 15 MP. That's actually not too bad. Astromancer, and not just, you know, like astrologer, if he's supposed to be like seeing the future and stuff. Yeah. Let's go further in before we put a break in.
A fine time for this, with Master Nibeth away. Listen well. We faced the rogues who slew Bapal and his men. Underestimate them, and share Bapal's fate. Give these rebel swine a taste of Galgastani steel. Almorica shall never fall.
I don't know if there's a way to put numbers on them like you could in Triangle Strategy. That's like the one change here I would like. Oh well. Do they have a wizard or no? Just the witch here. I think she's a ranger, but I'm not 100% sure. Are we actually able to, like, see what they can do? So her one spell is Lightning Bow. Wielding a cudgel. Yep, that is a ranger type. So yeah, I'm gonna go full forward here. So everything does flow a lot more smoothly when there's no tutorial.
Interlopers! Why do you meddle in our affairs? Our struggle with the Wallister goes back generations. It's no concern of yours. Or do you seek to claim Valeria as Lodis does? I will have your answer.
We are men without a country. We have lent them our swords because it suits us to do so.
And we're looking for mercenary work, as it happens. Not hiring, by any chance.
And worry you'll leave for a bigger purse? We don't need outsiders to do our killing.
He makes a good point. Let's rescue this duke, collect our reward, and be done with it.
The craven who would choose lucre over loyalty deserves only one reward.
And it's just outside my range. I don't know if there's a system like with Triangle Strategy, but let's go stabby stabby here. Nope. Not the face! Death blow! So we're going to finish him off, he'll drop an item, and then we can go ahead and move and claim it. I think we have all of that already. Well, Vice is almost dead, and that guy stole our loot. So we don't even get to see... Oh, Bronze Helm, we can afford to part with that. Had to do that, try to save Vice. Come on, go finish off that ranger. It'd be really cool if you grab some loot for me while you're at it. Okay, Vice is crazy. Yeah, I'm not getting any more loot. He's dead.
Sorry, Denim. I'm out. And I'd better not hear any grumbling.
Teleport out.
My life for Galgastan.
Really hoping we still get to keep all that stuff. So we got a Castus, Cestus, I don't know how that word's supposed to be pronounced because I've heard different things, but a new set of knuckles for Vice, that's his name. We got Sybil Staff, possibly for the girl. Deadshot spell. I assume the bronze obriths are like currency. They translate into goth or whatever. So if you'll notice, there's nothing here for Vice because he bit the dust. But everyone's level capped now, except for Vice. So do I choose or I get them both?
The taste of freedom is sweet. You have my thanks. Sweeter still that Wallister youths came to my aid. Denham, was it? Doubtless you and your friends are a gift from the Great Father himself. The Wallister boon is great, and our future bright.
We are not alone in our loyalty. Upon word of your Grace's release, many Wallister have left their haunts for Almorica.
And there is still time before the Galgastani come to remedy my freedom. Though not long, I fear. We must regroup. Now I must ask if the tale our guests have told us is indeed the truth.
Upon my sword it is. We are outcasts from our land.
I do not doubt your sword. It is the whiskers of your companion that give me pause. I hear a diviner matching his description was ever at the side of King Tristan when your new Zenobia came into being 2 years past. And that you, Sir Lancelot, were captain of the Holy Knights. Is the Saint King so brazen as to cast out the very men who placed him upon the throne?
I too have heard tell of this diviner, but I am not he.
Lodis plagues us with the Dark Knights, Lothlorien. How do we know that you are not some new menace visited upon Valeria? If New Zenobia does not seek to usurp, I would have your proof.
Your Grace, these holy knights risked their own lives to win your freedom.
A man can claim knighthood only when he serves a worthy lord. It is for such a man that we seek.
I have your word, and its proof shall be in your deeds. You sought a reward. You shall have it, and employment besides. I would have you train our Wallister loyals as guards and soldiers here in Almorica.
As you wish.
Now, Denham, your father was an Abuna in Goliath, was he not? I met him myself once. A wise man, Abuna Prancet. What happened in Goliath was a tragedy.
Please, Your Grace, you must avenge our father. No, all the people of Goliath.
Yet the enemy before us is Galgastan. They must come first. And for that, I will need knights. Knights such as yourselves. Will you join my table at Almorica?
Us? Knights?
As young heroes of Wallister, you will serve as a shining example to your clansmen. I would have you become knights in my direct service. Well, what say you?
Of course. I mean, as you wish, Your Grace. I know Denham's with me on this.
Excellent. Now, if you are to be a knightly order, you will require a name.
So we have to create a name for our Order of Knights, up to 12 characters. But that can be limited by width of the text. So the only thing that fits, of course, sadly, Brigade won't work, and that's kind of a doomed name, you know.
What do you think?
Yes, a fine name. You'll go far, I'm certain. I have much for you to do. Your first task takes you to the town of Chrysaro, to the southwest. The captain of my knights, Sir Leonard, has gone there in pursuit of the former overseer of this castle, a necromancer named Nibeth. Truth be told, he's having a harder time of it than was expected. You'll be going to Chrysaro to aid him. Understood? Now before you leave, you'll want to fill your ranks with soldiers from Almorica and purchase such gear as you'll require. I expect you have little in way of coin, so I'm giving you 30,000 Goth from the treasury, and a few of my own knights to serve under you.
You can count on us, Your Grace. We won't let you down.
Then may victory and glory await you, young heroes of Wallister.
led us to gainful employ after all. My thanks.
No, it is I who should thank you.
So, you're off to aid one of the Duke's men. I regret we cannot join you. Above all else, stay alive. Win or lose, while there's life, there's hope.
I'll try to remember that.
Best not forget, the dead get
Necromancers
no
disagree.
second chances.
If death were our aim, there are swifter ways to go about it than soldiery. We fight to live.
True enough. Still, do not needlessly seek out danger. Enough will find you as it is.
Of course.
You are the heroes of Goliath, are you not? I must thank you for saving His Grace the Duke. Indeed, accept my thanks on behalf of us all.
And you are?
Ravnus Luxarian, a knight in service of the Duke. I would ride to Leonar's aid myself, but His Grace has other need of me. I fear the task falls to you.
No need of fear, friend. We took back this castle, didn't we?
In a manner of speaking, I suppose.
And what manner would that be?
She and her fellow knights drew off the garrison defending the castle. Else, we would not have succeeded.
If it were not for the sacrifice of others, we would be no heroes of Goliath now.
Make no mistake, I have high hopes for you. We must unite the people behind us if we are to put an end to this endless war. Word of your heroics emboldens them.
Then you hold us up as heroes to serve some stratagem, is that it?
If you do not like it, give truth to the lie. Write your own fate on the battlefield.
May fate smile on us both, Dame Ravnus.
His Grace provided you with war funds, yes? Remember, they do no good sitting in your coffers. Arms, spells, provisions. Even a single magic ring can mean the difference between victory and defeat.
She thinks highly of herself. I pray we are not near when she falls from such height.
Wyman wants to join the party. Like, if he's free, I'll take him. I don't know. Ashina? Like, I have no problem with a ranger. Hey, we even get a wizard. Welcome, Gandalf. I mean, Kaplan. Cleric. This may be handy depending on what happens to What's-His-Face's sister. I don't know what this is. As long as they're free, I'll take them. So we gain access to shop and train. At shops you can buy and sell items. And Arcana, those should be the tarot cards, I think. Sell monsters at auction. Take part in a train battle. You can retreat from the battle at any time. Units incapacitated are not removed from the party. Combined level units for taking in a real battle, yada yada. And then dismiss is permanently removing units. Changing classes requires class marks, finishing moves. So the party is considered to be level 5 now. So I'm going to go ahead and put a break here. When we pick up next time, it will be trying to move forward. I'm going to look and see like customization stuff off camera, and hopefully we'll have a bit more of an idea of where we're going in the next video. I'm the Hero of Light. Thanks for watching, and goodbye.